Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another live watch party. We are here yet again. Saw you on Thursday, some of you who made it, for the reveal, the trailer. Unexpected. We got a little hint that something might have been coming the night before. I actually woke up. I was asleep, and then I woke up and I like looked at my phone. It was like 2 minutes before the hour, and I'm like, man, they always release it right before the hour. And I came into my computer, got it going, and opened Twitter, and literally right at the top of the hour, and saw the tweet, and I was like, yep, there it is. 15 episodes. I didn't watch the trailer. Knew I had to go live, and then I put it together, and we were live. So thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you anyone who was there in the last stream, everyone who's been supporting the channel. DJ Club Rules, you were first. What's up? Just a trailer, been working. I had to get out the trailer breakdown. It took me a little bit longer than I would have wanted, which is unfortunate. Finished the Learn Party video I was working on. Good reception to that one. And now I'm on my next video. It should be out hopefully tomorrow. Sup. There you go. Yeah. Of course, everyone here knew season 6 was going to have 15 episodes. So, like, part of the surprise was like, people were surprised. It's like, what do you mean? Watch Party said a year ago season 6 was going to have 15 episodes. We knew that. I tend to think the episodes will be mostly the same length as it's traditionally been. Maybe part 3 gets a little bit longer. You know, maybe the last 2 episodes or so, you know, run a little bit longer than normal. But like part 1, I think was probably going to be more or less the traditional length, you know, approximately a half hour, you know, maybe a little longer, but you know, approximately that. Bryce Productions, very loyal viewer. I always see in her. Thank you. Tease that they're like mini chapter seasons. Yeah. Maybe think of it as like a 3-act play, like a trilogy. Like season 6 is a trilogy. Its own trilogy. Kind of a way to think of it. 40 minutes is 10 total hours of screen time. Slightly less than 6. Yeah. Well, I predicted a year ago, I thought maybe the last 5 episodes, the bonus episodes, would be close to twice the length. So it would be close to like twice the length of a season. That could be. I think that's more likely than every episode being 40 minutes, by the way. So I think it's more likely the last 5 or so are extra long rather than each of the 15 is a little bit longer. Do you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying with that? So I still think, yeah, part 1, they're probably going to be traditional length. Jim Tim, loyal viewer, always here. Nikolai Gonzalez, watch party. That's it, Nikolai. Thank you for coming on it. Cobra Kai never dies, says cameraman Titan. Many would agree with you. Braden's here. Thank you, Braden. Nothing like a good old watch party live. Yeah. Cameraman, you subbed. Thank you very much. That is smart. Everyone be like cameraman Titan. Make sure you're subscribed. You can also join if you want a channel membership. We'll do a meetup and see whatever else. Someone said they wanted reaction videos. I don't know. Hope we haven't seen The Last of Silver. Yeah. Figure out the 15. Yeah. Cobra Kai World. Very good. You can follow Cobra Kai World on Instagram and the Kings of Pop Culture. Is that still going on? I don't know. Silver will be back. I think Silver may be back at the tease of the end of episode 5. We'll see. Hey. Kiwi Crease, are they in Korea? That is what I'm going to go with. That will be in the next video that comes out, probably tomorrow. Melissa's here. Thank you for coming on in. Will Sean join? No, I don't think Sean joins a dojo. I was just talking to someone else about that earlier. He's there, but I don't think he's joining a dojo. Where was Terry Silver? Terry Silver has legal problems, so he couldn't make the trailer. W Stream Watch Party. Thank you. As I said in my breakdown video, which I'm sure you all watched probably 2 or 3 times, I think most of those shots are probably the first couple episodes. One of it where they're in the geese looking around, that could be like episode 5. That could be something at the end, but that's just speculation. I do think the shots where they're in geese is later in the season, and the shots where they're in their street clothes is like episode 1, probably. Maybe 2, but probably episode 1. What it do, what it was, what it will be. I used to say that with a guy I worked with. Re-up Netflix. Yeah, we all will. When will season 6 finish filming? We heard 6 months around. They started in January, somewhere around June. Is that the beginning of June, late June? I don't know. What it do again? I'm surprised they took penis. Daniel is a very forgiving man. Come on. You knew Daniel would forgive and give a second chance. Hey, watch party. All right. There's a lot of chat. I got it. How do you stay away from leaks? I can't. Like I get sent stuff. Like I know I do like theories and stuff. And I do kind of dive into it. But as we get close to the season, and it's like out there and people have seen it, and real true leaks do start coming fast and furious. I try to avoid that, and I get sent that stuff against my will. I've been spoiled on some stuff. It'll be like stay off social media. But I think that comes when it gets to the point where like people were watching in advance, screeners and stuff like that. And, stuff, the closer you get, the more stuff actually leaks. Trailers, stuff like that, it's no big deal. As I said, I think the episodes, at least for part 1, will be the traditional length they've been. Could it be an hour? I mean, it could be any length. I don't know, like hour and 20 minutes specifically, like 100 and what is that? 80 minutes? You're saying 80 minutes? Like, all right, you watched some season, then you binged the last series this weekend with no spoilers. Best weekend ever. I would agree. And then of the week of the season 6 announcement. Yeah. Good job, man. Good job. You did that very well. Do I think Kenny will be redeemed? Yes. No, if you watched my video on the upfront, I said all along I don't think that's going to be anything. And I think that double now. There will be nothing new on May 15th. January 2nd. That could be. It certainly could be. If they're doing Thursdays now, I don't know. There's going to be, for sure, there's going to be a trailer for each. Like there's no way they wouldn't. Like, for sure. Silver will be like a hurricane. Interesting. Turn off your phone. Yeah, well, definitely stay away from social media. I get it, especially I get tagged in stuff and people post leaks and screenshots. And then they just tag me. It's kind of not nice, but I also accept that it's gonna happen, even though I ask people not to. When will no one knows. I do think earlier. I do think January is very likely, maybe even the beginning of the year. AT Flex Champ, thank you for coming on in. I don't know if every character will be redeemed. Um, I did load up the trailer. We won't watch it, but we can bump around if you guys want. I don't have the sound enabled either. Yeah, I've been asked this about Silver getting a redemption from since season 4, and I've always said he kind of started out with his redemption. That's how season 4 started out. He was rich, he was successful, he was a socialite. He had some, girlfriend who wasn't trying to get married, which by the way was the most unrealistic part of any girl, like any woman dating a billionaire. She's like trying to get the ring. She's like, "Oh, when are we going to get married? Oh, maybe I should just pick it out. I know it's hard. I'll pick out my own ring." Um that's very common. But anyway, that part of it. Yeah, he had his redemption. That's the whole part. Sooner than you think. That's kind of true. Sooner than you think. 15 episodes. Chosen sparring with Johnny. Yeah, it's a big question. But why are they sparring? That's what I'm working on. Is it just like practice sparring, demonstration? I don't know. Hector the Salazar. Oh, he does. Principal Lopez. I don't know the actor's name. He's saying that the guy who played the principal of the school in those 2 episodes, season 2 and season 3, the character's name is Principal Lopez. He reacts with, "Oh, that's kind of cool. I haven't seen that, but I'm certain it's there. I believe you." Do you think Kreese would betray Kim? No. No. No, that I don't think. I don't think Kreese betrays Kim. Yeah, I think I'll do a video on this eventually. I think Silver shows up maybe in part 2, maybe part 3 even, but or yeah, probably part 2. Like, in fact, I think he could be the tease at the end of part 1. This will be addressed about Chosen at the LaRussos in the upcoming video. I'm editing it now. That video will address this. So just sit tight. Melissa, amazing. The first thing we see Miyagi-Do sim training. Tori's officially joined Miyagi-Do or Miyagi Fang or something. Yeah. Five episodes. It looks like they're coming in 5-episode blocks. So July 18th is 5. November, 28th is 5. And then whatever the last day is going to be the last 5. So it's 5-episode blocks. So like I said at the beginning, think of it as like season 6 is its own trilogy. Think of it as like a trilogy. Yeah, I think we'll get to Okinawa eventually. I just don't know when. Probably part 3. Yeah, it looks beautiful. I would agree with the cinematography. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the girls training together, that's in the next video. Miguel defeats Stingray in a rematch, yeah. Yeah, okay, beer pong. I kind of actually thought that too. Um, since it's at a fraternity. Um, I don't know who's playing though. Maybe Sam. No, I have no idea. Some sort of drinking game, yeah, something like that. I feel like beer pong is overdone, but whatever. Um, um, that seems irrelevant. Daniel would just trust Chosen if he said he healed enough. It's not like he needs to fight Johnny and Daniel's gonna referee it. Like, um, yeah, I don't know. Um, okay, you guys want a crockpot theory? He's in his Eagle Fang. Chosen is in his gi. Well, this could be before they bust out the white geese too. This could be episode 1 even. Um, I was gonna say, um, wait, I can't say that. Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't have a good angle. Oh wait, hold on. Let's find. We'll use Tori and Sam. Um, hold on. Okay, okay. So, but like these aren't like the geese they had in the um the tournament because remember those had like the Miyagi Do thing on the side there, and none of these geese have that. They have the back patch, but they don't have that Miyagi Do. So it is like a different style gi, and I was kind of wondering if they CGI'd anything to change it to make it look more bland for the trailer. I don't know. Maybe that would be like more work than it seems like it's worth, but I don't know. But something's up with the geese. Like it's not. I mean, I guess you could just say they're training geese. They don't have like the little stickers. They used to be. What is it called? Shit. I was gonna say champs. It's not champs, is it? It's whatever the name brand was. Like if you look at the other ones, they always had the little like label in the corner there. Like Frank, the costume designer clearly took those out. Like he made it himself, which is what's making me think all that. Tori manages her time well. You know, she trains when she can. She does it all. Plus, she has help with her mom now. Amanda LaRusso helps with that. They're training for this. I think that could be something about it. Yeah. Yeah. Tori was able to get help. I suspect it's a cliffhanger of some sort. Each of the at least the first 2 blocks end with a cliffhanger. I actually don't think they're connected. Um, but I think you're on the right track. I think they're different events, obviously. Sakai Taikai Part 2 seems like it. Hector the Salazar. Yes. No. T-Flex. I'm not saying Silver is going to be a good guy. I don't think I ever meant that. No. No, I think you're referring to like the redemption thing. And what I mean is like he was redeemed, and then he went back to being bad with Kreese. And that's the season 4 journey that we saw. Oh, you know what? I was wondering if like they're cheering because like I was like, who are they cheering for? But maybe like it's a frat guy missed the beer pong or something, was going for the win and missed. I don't know. Seems less likely, but I don't know what else it could be. Um, Kenny and Anthony, yeah, it's definitely a big one. Sam and Robbie, who a lot of people could help them out. I don't think Kenny is beating Miguel in that fight. Keyman notes that watch party was right all along. Yes, indeed. Kreese is at in the well, he's at the end of the trailer. Multitasking in the gym. Yeah, I went to the gym earlier. Did my cardio today. Yeah, Kumiko comes back. Yeah, maybe part 3. I don't think it'll be early. Yeah, we're definitely going to get an official trailer for each part. It'll probably drop around the normal time, approximately 3 weeks before the release of the season, give or take. I was planning a vacation and I basically planned my trip around anticipation of when the trailer's going to drop. So there you go. Chosen's making himself. Well, it could be. But he's got a robe on this time. Come on. Come on. He's wearing a robe. That's not comfortable. Let me see. Chat. Let's just scroll real look. We got a lot going on. I'll get to the chat in just a second. Matt's here. Thank you for coming on in. Anush, we saw some behind the scenes. They'll be at LaRusso Auto at least once. November 28th, yeah. I think he is on the run from the police, but he manages to shake them. It's happening fast. That's true. No, I think it'll have nothing to do with the movie. The movie has nothing to do with it. I don't know. I'm skeptical about that whole thing. Some of these supposed leaks, I'm not sure it's real. And I didn't do a whole lot of investigation. Because I felt like some of those there was a video too, and I swear I think it was season 4. I don't think these leaks are real. Which is why I haven't done anything with them. What banner are they fighting under? We don't know. Hayden did reveal that we get the dojo name in episode 1. They're all wearing white. Yeah. Keyman, I think Silver's 9. Clifford Favors for $5. Thank you so much. Who do you think is the best person to train Kyler? The best person to train Kyler? Daniel, Chosen, Johnny. Daniel's the forgiving type, right? He'll say Kyler wants to change. Johnny is the guy who will give it right back to Kyler, right? And more so. Kyler is kind of a bully, pushing himself. Johnny will just push it right back. Chosen too, but like in a more like blunt, aggressive way. Like he won't bully him. He'll just be like, kick him and hit him. So who do you think the best person to train Kyler? I, y- y- I I'm gonna go with Chosen. I don't know why. Um, I think Chosen, like in an odd sort of way, like Daniel and Johnny both have history with Kyler indirectly. Kyler dated Sam, Kyler bullied Miguel, Miguel fought Kyler. So there's like a connection. But Chosen has no connection to Kyler. And Chosen's tough and can push back against Kyler's attitude and kind of straighten him out. Um, so yeah, like I'm really drawn to Chosen as I think through each of those three. Um, so there you go. That's my answer. Thank you, Clifford, for the super chat. Adrian's here. Thank you. I have a video on this on Mike Barnes. It's on my seat. It's on my channel. Oh boy. It's even linked. Look at this. Oh no, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. That's the wrong one. Okay. Anyway, here's Crease. See, like you were asking T Flex. Here's Crease. I think this is like him on the run. Probably episode 1 or 2. Girl trio, yep. No, I don't think Train Crews join Cobra Kai. It'd be interesting if they show up again. Maybe they show up again, or maybe they're still in jail. Could go either way. Maybe they won something. Yeah, I guess it could be a raffle or something. Yeah. There's definitely a chance Hector made. But yeah, I'm rooting for Hector in part 3. They've been in production for 4 months. Yeah, and have another month or 2 to go, give or take. Miguel versus Hawk sparring. Well, it didn't. The tournament didn't end in a draw. It ended in a forfeit. Um, Probably Miguel's better. He always won previously. They've fought before. No, there's nothing coming next week. Nothing changed from that video I put out saying nothing happening on the May 15th. Don't overhype May 15th. I told you nothing's going to happen. No, we're not getting some. I have a video on my channel. Go watch it. It didn't change. Like we got this trailer, but that video didn't change because it's the same. No, I don't think. Yeah, I considered that, but I don't think that's Amanda's robe. He eats Sam's weight for breakfast. I don't even know what that means. Okay. I mean, basically, you just need a movie executive to say, "Yeah, okay, it's Miyagi-verse because I'm the CEO," and then you can win over. All right. I mean, many of us are a little bit harder to win over. We want to see like love and work and passion and respect for the canon. But if a CEO says, "Hey, we'll make more money because people like Critic Chris will come if I say it's in the Miyagi-verse," um, I mean, I guess that's why they're a CEO and I run YouTube channel. Dimitri looks way more badass in the scenes. He doesn't look nerdy. Yeah, he's come a long way. Where's the this like Dimitri there, man? Yeah. Hector the Salazar. There's really almost too many. um theories. Remember when I talked about there being a girls division at the All Valley and people spent the better part of a year, most of the year saying laughing at how dumb I was? Well, what are you going to do? Two-time All Valley runner up, which is like the first loser, yeah. Mike Barnes, Sensei to Kyler. I like that, T-Flex. I would agree with you. That's actually that wasn't in the choice offered, but I would agree. Mike Barnes is a good one. No, Mike Barnes is not evil. Come on, guys. Come on. Girls winner Sam, Sensei winner Johnny. Interesting. We'll see how it goes. It's definitely right. Yes, that is how you spell Aisha. Become friends. Well, it didn't work. I mean, everything I know, I put in my videos, man. Other than the videos I haven't made yet, which are coming, but I'm like you. I look at the trailers, I look at announcements, I look at stuff the marketing people say, and you know, use a little bit of logic and think things through. I think that helps a lot. um How much romance? There'll be a little, but I think it's backseat, hopefully. Because they're the strongest, don't understand the Karate Kid. Well, this is the Miyagi verse. Yeah. No, this will be addressed in the video I'm working on right now. Should be out tomorrow. Um, but no, that's not a training session. Yeah, it's an actual fight. I agree. Roundtable. Um, yeah, there'll be characters from previous seasons too. Stretching it out. Well, yeah, I mean Netflix has been going in that direction, and I've said this a year ago when I first talked about the 15 episodes. Um, um, I don't think they're doing weekly releases. Someone was claiming part 3 was going to be weekly. Netflix has always avoided that, and I don't see that changing. So I don't think they're doing weekly releases. But I well, I mean, the advantage of the 3-parter, guys, for what it's worth, the advantage of the 3-parter is we get part 1 on July 18th. Because if they were going to do just 2 parts, we probably would have had to wait until November 28th. So it would have been most of this year. But instead, now suddenly we got something that's actually pretty close. We're like, whoa, this is actually pretty close. So this is happening. That's the advantage. And we should definitely be happy for that. No, I don't think Sean's going to join Cobra Kai. Yeah, Sean and Robbie here, you wouldn't notice that. Probably because it's their stunt doubles. They're not looking at the camera. Yeah. Um, it's a popular fan theory. I don't know if we get Kreese versus Silver. Um, we'll get a better idea at the end. Of this part or even part 2. We'll see how it goes. Because Kreese, knowing Silver got arrested and all that, maybe he doesn't care. He's just focused on his mission. Yeah, Dimitri came a long way for sure. Um, maybe I don't know. Tori teaching Cobra Kai. I mean, Sam learned from Johnny, which is essentially Cobra Kai. So we'll see. And Silver returning. Yeah, something I think Silver could be the tease at the end of part one. Where is Mike Barnes? He was unfortunately not in the trailer. He wasn't in the season 5 trailer either. It's so weird. He does look like Anthony, like that shirt. That's just a long story. Um, um, but revolves around confusion and who did what and whatever Robert Mark Kamen had actually intended Miyagi's name to be. It's just sometimes there's slight continuity errors, you know. Which part do you think Hawk will change his hair color? Um, I'm gonna say for the Sakai Taikai, part 5. Or part 5. What am I saying? I meant like the middle section. So like part 2, the middle section. Miguel wins boys, girls, Roman 7-2-1-2. Yeah, I will just have to see how the format of the tournament goes. Sam will be on. Yeah, she can adapt. 15, 5 parts each. Yeah, it's like its own trilogy. The Alpha Elite, which fight in the trailer? You mean at the frat house? That's not the Alpha Elite. In fact, we saw the Greek letters. It was Theta Omega, wasn't it? Miguel sees him and defends Robbie. We'll have to see. That's definitely got to be part 2 because all that stuff, you know, they were in Barcelona for that's all Sakai Taikai. And so like part 1 is like lead up to the Sakai Taikai, right? Um so part 1 is the lead up. Um so that's at least that's probably part 2. Bad younger characters. Yeah, we're going to have to get some new villains. You are right. I think we'll get some new villains. It's easier to rewatch 5 episodes at a time. It certainly will make the binge easier. Um, you know, the past couple seasons, I've actually gotten some sleep before I went and finished the last couple episodes. Which worked out for me, but yeah, the binge. But I can binge 5 episodes. Sending too fast, 3 parts is good. Yeah. Yes. Everything is definitely from episodes 1 through 5. I definitely think that. And in fact, I would go even further and say I think it's probably the first couple episodes. This here, where they're in their geese, actually, that I have on the screen right now, I think this is possibly like the end, or you know, episode 4 or 5, just this little bit. But most of this, I think, is early on. I think this could even be episode 2 at the frat house. This could even be episode 2. this stuff, and I'll talk about this more in the upcoming video, but I talked about it before in the breakdown. I think this could easily be episode 1, like a training montage in episode 1. Um, where they're in their street clothes. They switch to the gis later. Yes, T-Flex. It's Miguel and Robbie are fighting Kenny and Sean. So this is Miguel, Kenny. This is Sean, and this is Robbie down here. You see, so that's Robbie. This is Robbie. Okay. Kreese versus Silver, unresolved. Yeah. But I think it's like part 3 if something like that happens. When do you think we get the part 1 trailer? Devin, who's a channel member. Yeah. Like I said, I think it's like the normal time, approximately 3 weeks before the drop of the season. So like figure later June is what I would think. Let's see. We got another super chat. Just, Aisha shows up. Yeah, I think she'll show up. Let me come around. Let's just jump in. We'll come here to Michael Anthony. Thank you for that super chat. If Julie doesn't come back, which character do you think returns? Do you think the finale will have a Silver versus Kreese showdown? Well, I do think Julie's coming back. In fact, I think she'll be in the first episode, as I have a video on that, and I even just put out a short on that as well. Do you think, other than Julie, like Snake and Dennis from Karate Kid 3, there's some definite hints that they could be back. So Snake and Dennis, well, there was Mike Barnes. Would love to see Vidal. He hasn't been in. Freddie Fernandez hasn't. So those are a couple. Michael Ironsides, Colonel Dugan, and Dutch. I have a video on Dutch. You definitely want to check that one out. Kind of a weird, interesting development with Dutch. I have no information. All I can say is kind of interesting development that speculates or leads to speculation that maybe he'll be back. If Sam cheats on Miguel, I have a video on that. She's gonna. I always wanted to see Julie Pearson Tori. Although Julie Pearson anyone would be great. Rematch. Why do we want a rematch? Why can't we have new fights? Oh my god! You know what I just realized? Kenny here. He's like, I'm gonna fart on you. He's like, I'm gonna fart, and he's like, oh man, why'd you fart? That really smells. I gotta lean back. No, I think the Sakai Taikai is part 2. Just based on how they were shooting it, which we know from the shooting, they were shooting it in March or something. Like, yeah, wasn't that March, April? Like March and April? Yeah, I think the Sakai Taikai is part 2. It could be all of part 2. In fact, I'm really thinking that, and I put that in my trailer breakdown video. But yeah, I think it could be all of part 2, like 5 episodes. What type of shots? I guess exciting shots. I'm not sure what you're asking. Obviously, just a little bit of the story and stuff is what we need. The breakdown of what's going on and stuff. Yes, next month, later next month. Like I said, I was actually booking a flight to go visit some family. And I made sure I was back. I'm back on the 14th. Um, which is 1 month before release date. I don't think they'll drop the trailer before that. Hopefully they don't. Um, but I think towards the end of the June we get the trailer. They all worked it out. Yeah, no cheating. Tempting, no cheating. No, I don't think Xander's coming back. I always had the impression Xander was like already like a senior in high school. He aged out of the All Valley. He graduated and moved on. Xander's gone. They're not on good terms yet, man. That's the thing, T-Flex. There's still some stuff to work out. Nice resolution on this. We'll see. I think that dragon technique, that's Anthony's. So he's got something coming up. It's definitely a callback. Yeah. Miguel hitting the ball. Again, on the episode length, I think maybe the last 5 episodes run longer. I think parts 1 and 2 are probably the same traditional length. He was nerfed. Yeah. But he's back. Look at him. Look at him go. Oh, wait. Look at that. That's Hawk is back, as I say. Well, Hector Salazar is in this chat. So maybe part 3 he shows up. Johnny versus Vidal. Well, we can't get we can't get like everything, right? Kenny farting. Yeah. Maybe I'm not sure what she would teach Sam though. What Tori would teach Sam. So it's definitely possible. Them training together. Obviously, we have it here on screen. You can see it. So that's really tough. I don't have that answer. Maybe they're fighting over a spilled Coke or a hot dog. I don't know, man. The ref cheated. That's true. Sean would have covered his nose. Yeah. Yeah. Kenny's what took out Robbie and Sean there. I always liked the idea of Mike Barnes getting in there and doing something like that. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's in season 6, but maybe it's a little bit minimal. I was hoping he'd be in a lot, but you don't always get what you want. I guess it depends on how they do it. Is the Sakai Takai going to drag out? I suspect it's interspersed. It's a multi-day event, right? So like the All Valley, you show up in the morning and by the time evening, the tournament's over by afternoon. I think this is a multi-day event, which is why we have like scenes with Sam on the beach, cheating on Miguel. Flirting with the Italian champion or whatever. We have those other scenes, the scenes of them training. This is what we've seen. So there's a lot going on, I guess. Oh, I'm sure Stingray will be back in some fashion. Yeah. Stingray, they like him too much. They'll find a way to bring him back. Sinners protesting at his university. Tuesday is also the 40th. Yeah, that could be a day. It could drop. That's a good guess even. That way they could, oh, except it's a Saturday. Um, yeah, we'll see about that, but they may do something. How big do you think Hawks roll? I think it'll be on par as past seasons. I don't know how else to word that. Kyler being friends with the trio? Doesn't he look like a friend right here? He's hanging out with them. And keep in mind in the fighting, he's in this fighting too. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there's Kyler. That's his shirt. So he's definitely in the fight with them. So yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a trailer for each part, guys. That's like, come on, like they always do that for whenever they split a season up. Like they're not gonna not promote it, right? Like that's the whole point is to keep it going, to keep the enthusiasm and stuff going. Yeah, someone else mentioned this idea of like I'm gonna wait till November and watch all 10 episodes. But dude, you're gonna get spoiled. Like you there's no way you're gonna avoid spoilers for 4 months. Like I would say just embrace it as they intend. I understand, but keep in mind, so and this applies to everyone. You know, it seems like the writers knew this was going to be the case. And John hinted at this in a few of his tweets. Um, it's written with the intention that they know there's going to be a break. So it's going to end on like a cliffhanger or something. So it'll be more fun and exciting. I'm encouraging you to go ahead and watch on July 18th. Because I think what's just going to happen is you're going to get spoiled. Even if you don't want to, it's just going to happen because it's going to be out for 4 months. So, and they're intending it for you. So I think it's the better way to experience the show. Who do you think is winning the Sam Torrey match? Boy, I'm not even gonna. If I ever say anything about Sam and Torrey, I get in trouble. I get comments. I can't believe a grown man comments on Sam and Torrey who are 26 in real life but playing 17-year-olds, which is true. Like, who the fuck cares? Who's on Cobra Kai side? So this is Sensei Kim. She's going to be at her dojo. I think this is her dojo, and she has her students back in Korea. Yes, Piper is not there, which is sadly, I'm going to cover that. That is one mistake, or not mistake, but like, I did kind of like Piper in season 4 and wanted more of her, but that may not be the case. I Oh shit, what is it? Crap. Kim's students. You woke up late. Well, still time. How long? Yeah, same questions over. We're gonna get these questions a lot. The normal length we've had. I don't think anything's changed about that. Piper lost to Sam. Piper scored a point on Sam. 2 points. Piper actually did better than Devin, if you think about it. They did not drop the. Oh wait, the season 4 date announcement trailer on a Saturday. Oh, that was because of the event, wasn't it? Wait, no, that was season 5. Um, boy, I gotta look back on that one. Was that the All Valley trailer? No. Oh, no. It was the Netflix Get Geeked or Get Tadum, or it was one of those. Now I remember. Season 4, the date announcement. Yeah, because so what happened was in season 4, it was part of a bigger event. It was the Netflix Geeked, or I can't remember which event it was. I think it was the Geeked or something. And they dropped the season 4 trailer too in that. Yeah. It's funny to think that can, yeah, sure. Um I guess it depends a little bit on what goes on before that sparring. Um I don't know if they're letting out tension or the tension is building up because it's important for something. So that was for an event. Yeah. Yeah. Carbon dying. Where are you hearing these theories? Come on, man. You need to find better theories to listen to. That's dark and horrible. No. Mike is going to be Crease's spy. Just stick with my theories, Michael Anthony. Yeah, we'll get the the baby at some point. Robin Oz here. Hello. Well, Hassan, about why not the 10 episodes? Keep in mind, without a doubt, if they had done that, we would have had to wait till November. Um, so the other side of this is we're getting it in July. Um, because clearly the first 10 wouldn't be ready until November, which is when part 2 is coming out. So I think it works better. I'm definitely fine for it. Piper was not in season 5. Ben Jones, Cobra Kyle music. The biggest Detroit Pistons fan I follow on Twitter. In my mind, the Pistons have always been horrible. I don't know. Were they ever good? I can't remember the Pistons ever being good. Um, I had a friend who was a Pistons fan for no reason when growing up. Um, uh, Miyagi drunk fisherman storyline. Yeah, that's true. Um, we'll see. We'll see if they do that. I talked about that in my video. I think there's a lot of potential to that. Okay, are the shots a crease? I do think this shot I think is in the valley. I think he feels this looks like an on the run crease here. The photo we have of him in the gi that'll be in the next video. I'll probably out tomorrow. I think that may be in out of the country. Um, but this I think is he's in the valley still. Maybe even episode 1. This could even be episode 1. This is like almost like the end of episode 1 or the end of episode 2 at the latest. That's like this whole bit here. Yeah, a lot of people said Fallout is good. I didn't. It's based on a game, right? I didn't play the game. Um, but I've heard good things about it. You left your tripod. Oh, that you do to film yourself. Well, you're just gonna have to exercise for yourself and not Instagram, where they showed Terry Silver thing again. That happens. Was that geeked? I can't even remember which one's which. That is true. They learned someone broke crease out. This will be at least partially addressed in my video tomorrow. Um, Tori's dad is Yaya. You know what, JBF? I appreciate that because I don't think I've seen that theory, that guess before. So you know what? Tori's dad is Yaya. Why not? Maybe Yaya's packing a cock and balls. Thomas E. Griffith will be in episode 7. Does it say that? Well, maybe. Yes, I have a video on my channel on Mike Barnes. God, because I was just thinking today, like I need to make another video, even though I already have one. Because like the way YouTube works, unless you go through and look for it, you're not going to see it. Julie Pierce, yeah, that would be cool. Pistons haven't been good since. Oh, were they good in 2004? Isn't that? But like the Lakers were winning back then. Oh, they won in 2004. You know what? You know what? I wasn't in the country back then. That's why I missed it. I don't remember that, but like I was not in America in 2004. So I missed that entirely. 89, 90, and 2004. Well, there you go. They went back to back. Okay, but that was a long time ago. A way more depressing way. Lost in 7 to the Spurs. Silver in part 1. I think Silver could even be the tease or the cliffhanger. He feels very much like a cliffhanger. Why were they hated? Playing dirty? Are you still doing Stranger Things content? Yes. The shorts do a little bit better. Definitely I hope the long form videos can pick up and do more views, but I will still be doing Stranger Things content. Stick around for it. Jay Kisses. You were editing? Do you edit? What do you do, Jay Kisses? TikToks? Do I need to subscribe to Jay Kisses? Here or TikTok? Let me know. I will. Kim is at the cave. Maybe it does. I mean, she is not literally at a cave there, but no, I don't think Chosen's going to Okinawa in part 1. Watch Fallout and you have a member for life. Laughing. I don't know why you're laughing at that. No, I was in Europe at the time. Jay Kisses. I was in Europe. She could die in part 2. That sounds like a good time for her to die. Yeah, Lakers won. See, that's what I remembered. That's like where the gap in my memory begins. After the Lakers won 3, they had Shaq, right? Phil Jackson went to the Lakers and won. Yeah, of course, the Chosen Kumiko love story will come up. It'll just be more like in part 3, I think. Where it's the first time you left your tripod, yeah. The second battle of Fallujah. No, I just said I was in Europe. I wasn't in Fallujah. Later in the season, for Julie Pierce, the thing about that though is, like I said, I feel strongly now. Part 2, those 5 episodes, it may be the whole Sakai Takai. Restarting your YouTube channel. I will subscribe. Is it on the one you're posting on here though? J Kisses? J Kisses. Pistons knocked them out of the playoffs 3 years straight. That's rough, man. I don't know that particular fact, not off the top of my head. I think Kreese is a fugitive, but he doesn't care and he flees the country or something. That's what I'm thinking. Part 2, 6 or 7? Yeah, it could be. Uh Mr. Cosmic Radiation. You are repeating to me my own theory that I made in February, June. Like this is word for word my own video. You're repeating back to me. Let me look. What is the release date on this? 3 months ago. When did they release it? January 22nd. I'm sorry. So January 22nd, I have a video on Julie Pierce with this exactly. Yes. Needless to say, I agree. Sleep deprivation, like it's really good. Where were you before the US? Before the us? A favorite image. I don't know. I do like this one with the guys cheering, actually. I kind of like this one. It's a good one. I like the guys. This one with them like kicking butt. Whoop. You like that one. Daniel and Johnny bowing to each other is pretty good too. Like this here, where they bow. The Kreese one is good. Doesn't show up. Now, Julie Pierce isn't a cliffhanger. That doesn't make sense. That's why I say like Terry Silver makes sense as a cliffhanger. How is Julie Pierce a cliffhanger? Like that's not like Reese as a child. That sounds like a crazy good time for her to die. That's a crazy sentence. I don't think she's going to pass anymore. Maybe Robbie Eitherhead. Oh, okay. You know what, J says, I like your optimistic attitude. I'm not sure I'm kind of committed on it, but uh, it is a crazy sentence. But I like that attitude. You forgot that. Well, you don't have to apologize. That's fine. A fighter broke up. Oof. The account you're on now? Okay. I'll watch. I'll watch what you got. Already, I don't think she's in Korea yet, but I think she goes there. Maybe even in episode 1 or 2. Daniel's like, whoo. Kreese get caught by the cops, man. Kreese is the master of like undercover, man. You ain't getting caught by the cops. Come on. Chosen has senseis in Okinawa who are running the classes in his absence. Sort of the same way Yuji in real life has managers in Seattle who run his restaurant when he's not there. Who will be the most badass younger characters this season? I mean, come on, Hawk, Miguel, Robbie. We know that answer. Yeah, I may make a little short video about it at some point, but yeah, Piper is not in anywhere to be seen. Filled with surprises, that I believe. Yes, absolutely. Um Yeah, I don't think they're gonna break up, but they could have a fight as Jay kisses. You could always have a little bit of drama. There could always be a little bit of drama. Daniel's still wearing blue, that's for sure. Will Moon? Sure, she'll be in it. Probably somewhat on par as past seasons. Couple episodes. She is still dating Hawk. But you want to? I mean, I just want to see the Sakai Takai, right? It's not like there's a particular pair off. Um, Shit. I may have an answer to this. Well, I have a theory, but now that we have the announcements, I think it's more of a part two theory. Um, but yeah, we'll get to that. White uniforms, last episode, first part of the first episode, is second part. So they have a name. Yeah, I agree. Jay Kisses. I actually mentioned that. Yeah, he needs a new tattoo. I kind of agree with that. That's actually an important point that needs to be made. And keep in mind, I predicted Moon gets a hawk tattoo. I still want that to happen. Damn it. That was back after season 2, but I'm still on that. We'll see. Yeah, I'm working on the new video. It's got a little bit more. It'll probably drop in the morning or afternoon whenever I finish it. And keep in mind I'm doing this live stream instead of editing it, but that's okay. I'm happy to be here. Like Jay Kisses, I was happy to be here. Oh no. The baby joins Eagle thing. We have that. We have that answer. That'll be in the video tomorrow. The baby is joining Eagle thing. Zibble mibble. That's an answer to question. We already have that. Johnny and Chosen will be fighting to see what dojo will represent. I think you may be on the right track. I'm not sure specifically like that. Finally get some action. Like what kind of action you talking about? Like from his girlfriend Lexi D'Amico. This is the best theory. Hats off to Cobra Kyle music. Hawk gets a pet, names the pet Julie. He can't have a pet Julie, but he could have a pet and name it Julie. That kind of works. That kind of works. What a cat. I don't know. But that kind of works. I like that. Art. Leave it to the musician for art. You can. You know what? I think that's probably pretty much on the right track. Like I don't think you're wrong with that. Kyler wants to join him. You can't beat him. Join him. Stop sipping over Jake. Hey, I don't know. Jake Kisses brings like a positive attitude to the chat. Which is hard to express. Not that like it. I mean, there's a lot of it. I'm simping over Cobra Kyle music as well, by the way. So his theories are good. Hawk had a tattooed, and what if the tattoo actually said moon as well? I don't have any guesses on the baby. His mom's name was Lauren, right? Maybe his mom's after his mom. I changed from streaming from Sunday to Monday. I thought Monday evenings seem to get a little bit more of an audience. It's definitely harder for anyone in Europe, and I know we have you people in Europe. Um, I get that. I may still do Sunday afternoons occasionally, or maybe do both. Um, Although weirdly, Monday night streams are harder for me to remember because I'm often doing things and like I say, oh shit. But like Sunday, it was always very easy for me to remember. Um, but I just felt like it was able to get a bit of a bigger audience. When's your next stream? Um, we may add a stream in the run up. We'll see how that goes. And speaking of which, just changing topics, like I've been considering streaming over on Learn Party. I don't know if we have a user base. Different stuff. To see how they do that. Like it was a full month gap before the release of videos, and I hated that. I had that the video that just came out. I had it recorded over 2 weeks ago. It's just getting it edited along with everything else is really hard. But I do, and it's had a good reception. I wanna get that going. Um, just so much in every scene of things. So, but I may stream over there. We may do another Cobra Kai stream. We may add a second Cobra Kai stream. We can do Sunday, afternoon stream or something. But definitely like a different time slot, which allows because we do have people literally all over the world. A different time slot allows different people to come in. Um, Cobra Kai isn't done yet. Well, that's true. Um, Looking sharp. I guess they're coming from work. That's the Oh, Julie's now working for Crease. Come on. January. Yeah, I think early January. I do think it's not going to be a long gap between parts 2 and 3. Um, I think Mitch just sort of like, how you say like leg between his or tail between his legs, he comes back and whatever. Daniel's very forgiving, remember? Like Daniel's forgiving. He'll forgive Mitch. Hawk gets a pet Hawk. Well, he's saying pet Julie because Julie had a pet Hawk. So Hawk needs a pet Julie. No, yeah, well, that's true. I mean, there's some girls in the background, but obviously they're no one. The shit in his mouth. That's true. That's true. We prefer Monday night. It's only 9 in Western Canada. Well, I'll be damned. The house fighter with this. Well, that is a hot take. I can't even. Kiko's Hawk faux Hawk was kind of messed up thing to say. Well, yeah. Yeah, Burton's gotten kind of shafted a little bit. Do both days. Michael T. Flex arguing for more streams. Anthony fights in an actual fight. Maybe at some point. Actual match. I don't know if Kenny will even compete in the Sekai Taikai. We'll have to say. We'll have to see. Um, will Johnny be less stupid this season? She's got stupider. Um, if I had to offer a critique of writing, and it's not every episode, I think it's more summer episodes. Um, generally where the writing is some of the weakest, especially in relation to Johnny, is where they turn Johnny into Homer Simpson. And it's important to remember Johnny is not Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson was funny and popular, and just sort of an icon because he was kind of dumb. He was lovable. He cared about people, but like he was like dumb. He didn't understand things, and there was like humor in the dumb. But it was ultimately like good natured too. Johnny is not necessarily dumb, and that's the mistake. Johnny may be a guy who loves the 80s and he's kind of stuck in the 80s, but he's not necessarily a dumb guy stuck in the 80s. And where the show goes wrong, and it doesn't happen all the time. It just happens a few times. It's happened a few times. Um, it's where they make Johnny dumb. Um, Season 3, episode 7, Obstaculus. I would still maintain this is the worst written episode of the show. People want to dog on Watch Party. You just hate Sam. It's a Sam focused show, where she's having her dreams and nightmares and shit. It is. I would say it's almost a standout, and it's the worst written episode of this show. And it's not just because the Sam stuff is poorly written, and it is very poorly written. It has some of the worst Johnny moments, the worst Johnny montage. Because that's where he's like looking for the dojo, and it's like whatever. And then finally, like he's in the park, and he's like, I could just use this for free. And the guy's like, yeah, you can use it free. No strings attached. Of course, it's a public park. Like that's the conclusion of that montage. It's the worst montage in the show. It makes Johnny stupid because Johnny may be stuck in the 1980s, but even in the 1980s, they had public parks. Like he knows what a fucking park is. And it's just stupid, and yeah. That writer was not brought back, by the way, in season 4 or season 5. That writer was in for one season only. Allison Forthwith or whatever her name is, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, you took me off on a tangent, but there you go. Because I when I say like that was the worst written episode, is the weakest script of the show. I'm not just saying that because I hate Sam. You guys really need to understand, like, and that's part of that episode too. It's just it's bad Johnny moment. There's some good things in that episode, but anyway, moving on. Hopefully Anthony does something. Yeah, sure. It's okay if you thought this was Anthony, by the way. It does look like Anthony. This is like an Anthony shirt. It's kind of weird, but it is Miguel. It's Miguel. Part 3, as I said in my trailer breakdown, which I'm sure you saw. Watch it if you haven't. Not enough views on that video, by the way. It's depressing. It's depressing. Really try, but what do you think part 3 will? I think it's the aftermath of the tournament. I agree, Reed. I agree. Best theories. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. Tell your friends. Johnny's not dumb. He's a man child. Yeah. Um, look, Saints Row, don't worry what people say. Just love what you love. Yeah, I think Stingray is going to be back. What did you miss? We talked about some bad writing. Will we see the characters graduate? I'd say it's a good chance. Maybe there's a fight or something. Some sort of, if not like full on the ceremony, like it cuts to them after the ceremony. We don't necessarily need like the ceremony. Hawk kicking butt, Kyler, they're a team effort here. Don't they have school? Yeah, sure. He has to dad Johnny. Sometimes they've gotten better at it though. I mean, Jay kisses. That's a tough one. Um, they've all had good growth in different ways. Born in 1984, good for you, man. Season 3, episode 3 was the worst script. Now you're gonna pay. Oh, but come on, that had the Hawk to Sam in the hospital. I liked that. Sorry. Um there's a difference between script and story by the way. Um and this is like a hard thing to explain, but like the story was kind of simplistic and simple. You know, they're raising money for the surgery. They get beat up. People are visiting him. Johnny's trying to like check out Robbie because now Robbie is like um locked away. Like Robbie's locked away, and Daniel's worried, and so all that's going on, and like Robbie's getting in a fight with Sean. But yeah, I should maybe back for one episode. The weekend of July 18th. Um, yeah. Um, it's gonna be tricky because I'll probably be working on my review. So I gotta see. I also have to assume Peter is going to want to record a podcast. So um it could be, if not that weekend, we may be able to do something like the following week, like Monday night or Tuesday night or something. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it comes, but there'll be a thing. After Cobra Kai, we have Stranger Things. I want to start a new series of videos. I'm gonna look back at some movies. Um, I mean, I'll tell you, I want to do like a review. Is there like a review or it's um like a look back? I mean, it's like a pseudo review talking about recap. And we're gonna do X-Men. We're gonna go through. I want to go through the comic book movies first. I hope it to be fun. I intend it to be fun and a recap and enjoyable, and remember what we liked about those movies and enjoy it. A little bit inspired, like in the vein of someone like Alex Myers. He does very different types of shows and movies than I do, obviously. um but I like his style in a sense, and not necessarily animating a character like he does, but just sort of like recapping. um like, think of it as like a cross between Alex Myers and Critical Drinker. That's what I'm looking for. I intend it to be enjoyable, with a little bit of nostalgia. So she's in her gi here. T-Flex have to. Okay, you're in good company, T-Flex. Johnny is for Tori and Devin, with only some chosen. Daniel, Sam is the latter too. Minimal Johnny. Um, well, we'll just see how it plays out. Good night. We should probably be wrapping up. We did an hour and a half. We'll do longer streams. We'll try to do an hour and a half, guys. Let me just quickly scan through these. So Kyler's their friend because they're forgiving, and Kyler can go along with it. How do you become a member? Can you want to tell them? If you're on your phone, there should be a button. It says join. You may have to close the chat if you're on your phone. I'm not sure how it appears. But it's where the subscribe button would be. You click the join button. There's 2 tiers. Basically it helps you support the channel. I appreciate it. We do meet up once a month and have a member chat. Sometimes they get privy to some of the stuff I'm working on. It doesn't come out too often. But by all means, press that join button and you can join. Yeah, Sean always had Kenny's back. Is get rid of Aisha and Piper. Yeah, hopefully they'll be back in some way. Tales of the Empire, that's disappointing. I heard something like that. Tales of the Jedi was really good, actually, surprisingly. Like I was like, that's actually pretty good. Tales of the Jedi. Tales of the Empire being meh is disappointing. But then whatever. After they botched Thrawn, and Robana, I know you know this, because we talked about it at the time. I'm really just that's it. Forget it. I'm done, man. Like that's just that was the last of it. It's not banned from the All Valley. Well, they got unbanned. They're the All Valley champs. It previously for 30 years it was not the All Valley. It was the almost All Valley. If they banned Cobra Kai, it would have to go back to being the almost All Valley. That's a good point, Zibble Mibble. I'm thankful for that. Yeah. Alex Myers does TV. Yeah, different types of shows, but I'm talking about style. He jokes around a lot. He plays with it. And you watch me. I joke around a lot. There's humor. That's kind of what I'm looking at. You love Alex Myers? Yeah, I agree. Similar style. I have not seen Pretty Little Liars. I didn't even see the original Pretty Little Liars, but I heard it was good. I actually knew someone. Who was it? I think it was my girlfriend's best friend was like, you guys got to watch Pretty Little Liars. Like I am into that show. And I heard from her, it was good. What was her name? Tina. So I heard from someone, Pretty Little Liars is good. I never saw it, unfortunately. So, but it's good. I'm glad the follow-up is good as well. Zibble Mibble asks, what Cobra Kai cast member will be on Dancing with the Stars next? I would like to see Tanner Buchanan. I think Tanner Buchanan. Well, Ralph Macchio would be the obvious choice. He was a dancer. It was like his dancing talent that got him, Daniel LaRusso in the first place. But I'd be curious to see Tanner Buchanan. He's got some athletic ability and moves. We'll have to see. They're going to have a new dojo name. We have that confirmed from Hayden. Yeah, we're going longer. We got the we're in season now, basically. We're basically in season. And Empire was good. Oh, well, that's better. Does Clone War style? Fair enough. Bring back Aisha. Yeah, I would like. Tanner also dances. Yeah. Oh, at the end, in part 3, if Miguel's dad, Hector the Salazar, comes back, yeah, definitely in the end, part 3. Um, Iron Bonsai Dojo? That makes no sense. An after party. Yeah, obviously a fight's gonna break out. We can't have Cobra Kai show without a fight. Stick with Miyagi Fang. I don't know. Hayden said episode 1 we find out. And we even know from like the tease from last year, Dimitri was talking about it. So we have something. Bringer. All right. Um, I'll end it here. I gotta get back to editing. Video out tomorrow, guys. Thank you for coming on in. Um, I appreciate it. And we'll keep it going. Maybe we'll do some more streams. Be sure to check out Learn Party. Good reception from the last video. It's doing pretty well. I'm happy for that. I think it's a good one. It's important topic. It's hard to grasp in one video, but it's good stuff. And yeah, there'll be a video hopefully maybe next week recapping X-Men. We'll do like an X-Men recap in that style. So thank you everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you at the next watch party. No mercy.